So we interrupted our rain theme this week. We're in the middle of a rain theme for our Sunday Shoutout series.
Yep.
And this is the chat where we talk about our song selections and the reasons why. So we're going to explain why we jumped ship on the rain for 1 week.
Yeah.
And this is a song that it's the only cover song we've ever recorded on any of our albums in a studio. Yeah. So, and it is Brand New Key by Melanie, yeah. Melanie. And we came to this song a certain kind of way.
Yeah. Yep. So, well, I like the song. I'd heard the song before. We made friends. It's an interesting story how we made friends with Mike Borchetta.
Yes. Do you want to go into that?
I don't know. I mean, how much y'all want to know? So go ahead.
So Mike Borchetta is a music promoter, and we lived in the same town for a while, and we had not met, and we had been financing our music career through our own landscaping company. Yep. And we were flagged down one day on the side of the road. Ashley was flagged down while she was running a weed eater, and she was the best weed eater guy that ever worked for a landscape company, by the way. And
I am very good at it.
A man pulled up on the side of the road, rolled down his window, and he said some things. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, let's keep in mind that I had a weed eater going, big earmuffs on. Dave was on the mower across the yard. It was loud. His car was going, and he asked me if I would come quote out his wrecker service on the road. It's just right there. Come check out the wrecker service. And I was like, sure, okay. So
just around the corner.
Just around the corner. And I told Dave, Dave said, what did that guy want? I said, he wants us to go quote his wrecker service when we're done here.
So we got done and we got in the car and I started fussing because I was like, Ashley, there's like 10 garages on that road that probably have wreckers.
He said record. He said record.
He had said record. And after we drove up and down the street 2 or 3 times and I was about to give up after looking at a bunch of these car lots and trying to determine if the car we saw on the side of the road had come to one of these places.
It was a record.
I said, is there a chance he said record? Yeah. Because there was a place that said Lofton Creek Records.
Yes. And that was the beginning of just a really fantastic relationship. This man has boasted some very well-known names in across the board. His very first promotion that he ever did was a Bo Diddley concert. And that's part of the reason that the Bo Diddley beat, we incorporated it into the Melanie song. He said he had always wanted to hear somebody remake that song. And so we married it up with the Bo Diddley really as a nod to Mike.
Yes.
And we put it on that second album, and we had just a beautiful relationship with him and his wife. For years, we lived in community with them. I actually went and worked at the record company for a little while. Helping with some promotional things and really learning some bits of the music industry side that I had no knowledge of beforehand. And it's really more in the country music side of things. And he worked very closely with Glenn Campbell for years. Can be cited with the discovery of Tim McGraw,
which we do plan on doing a Glenn Campbell song.
We do.
Also, we just want to get through our rain series, and then maybe we'll revisit this chat some more too.
And Glenn Campbell is another one of those artists that's notoriously difficult for me to get cadence and melody in my brain.
So it was the relationship between Mike and Glenn was the longest running between a promoter and an artist in music history, I believe. And
there's actually documentaries on, and it's just so cool that we were in the circle with some folks that were
Mike
doing the things.
Did a lot for us that he probably didn't even know, even though he was retiring from the music business, and we had more of a friendship.
And primarily at country music, which was not
country music. And he did,
SugarLimeBlue.
You know, he gave us encouragement that probably at a time when we were at our second album and we hadn't really gone full time in music, and we hadn't, it's hard. Music business is hard. Yes. Let's just say that. And it takes a lot of encouragement to keep going a lot of times. So, especially having encouragement from somebody that really knows the business well was a big deal to us.
Yeah.
And especially
really,
in that stage of our career where we could have easily walked away because the
Yes.
money wasn't looking
Yes.
good and you're investing a lot of time.
Well,
and
also coming
the
from
money's still not
somebody,
good, but
yeah, I mean, that encouragement coming from somebody who really carved his own path in the music industry, it means something, and it means something. So, like, all that to say, this person meant a great deal to us, and it's sad that he doesn't walk the earth anymore.
Yeah, it's it's like I think about people that have crossed our path, and like it's like I want to keep going for them. Like when Russ left, you know, and now that Mike's gone, it's like their words echo and they remind me to keep going. And I often play the thing that he said to me that I replay the most, like usually. Because musicians notoriously wrestle with, am I good enough?
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
should I do this? Am I being selfish? Is it something that's worth keeping going? You know, all this. And he said to me one time, or us, that he said, you know, if I could just snap my fingers and make it happen for you guys, then I would, because nobody deserves it more than you. He's like, the talent's there, and he's like, it couldn't happen to nicer people. You know, he's like, but that's just not the way that things work. You know,
and he is very right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just hope that we carry some of that he had, and what I mean is that inspiration thing. I hope that what we do inspires other people.
Yes.
And I hope that we are, by doing what we do, and he was just being who he was, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't wake up that morning and go, I'm going to encourage Dave and Ashley. I'm going to put gas in their tank. But just by being who he was and naturally doing what he did, he encouraged us. And I hope that by doing what we do, everything from the recordings to the chats to the Sunday shout out to the live shows, I hope that we're putting gas in somebody else's tank. I hope that it is inspirational and that someone is encouraged just to not put it down. Don't put the dreams down. Go chase them. Go chase them, because we have the one shot. You know, we have the one life.
You only have one life to live. That's for sure. You know? Yeah.
So it's important to put into it the things that really matter.
I think that, it's a beautiful sentiment, and maybe we should keep this week short and leave it on that sentiment that encourage people, everybody out there. What can you do to encourage somebody in your life, you know? And in honor of Mike, really.
Yeah, Mike.
I hope that, maybe this chat's encouraging somebody today. Maybe the song this week's encouraging somebody. Go out there. Do good.
Yeah.
Do good. We only got one chance at this. So.
Yeah. Go dream chase.
Yeah.
Chase that star. Go catch it.
Go catch it.
We'll see you out there. We'll see you tomorrow and next week.